Ooh, we in the dark over here. Man, it got dark. Can't crank your struggle and let it run for a minute. Blow some cold air. It's actually really nice out. It's like 68 outside right now. So that's nice. Don in the house. Don is number one in the house. Don regains his number one reign as first into the live. Sorry, I'm adjusting camera here. Yeah, there we go. What's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody up to? Yeah. Horrible lighting. I had to fire my lighting crew in the morning. Looks like you did a double take. Okay, yeah. Probably did. In my thumbnail, I tried to make myself look as bald as possible. I turned and got the right angle. I was trying to I mean, it ain't hard to make myself look bald, but that's what I was going for. Yeah, what's everybody doing tonight? I am in Ohio. Just got the hell beat out of me by the Indiana toll road. I love that thing. Was it $53 to get your liver busted up? It's good times, good times. But yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about the spot market. It's on fire. Don says I need to shave my head. Yeah, probably same here. I don't know. I'm hanging on to every little piece, you know. I could count them. This is my favorite one right here. This is my favorite hair. But yeah, spot market's on fire. Hope everybody's running. Hope everybody's making a lot of money. Good times. We'll see who all comes in. I'll give it a minute. See if the crowd thickens up a little bit. We're down to one person. Maybe Don's the only one in here. Everybody else is probably done for the day or at home. And I just thought I'd hop on, see what everybody was doing. Probably got other YouTubers that are drawing all the crowd. But yeah, got some good spot market going on. So I hope everybody's enjoying that. I am. I was going to take the weekend off, and didn't happen. Was not allowed to take the weekend off. Not with rates doing what they're doing. I tried to make up a bunch of excuses on why I was going to take the weekend off, and yeah, they powered right through it. So I said I was going to take the weekend off, and they called me with a load, and it was going to New York, from Minnesota to New York, upstate New York, like Buffalo area. And I said, nah, I'm not really interested, because it's going to be like $200 worth of tolls. And then they were like, well, we'll pay your tolls. I was like, all right, now I'm interested, because that's, an extra $200 on a, like 1,100 mile run. So bumped the price up a little bit. So I'm on my way to New York. Got to do what you got to do, People asking where I work or who I'm leased on to. I don't mind when people ask me that, because honestly, I know they're just looking for direction, and I try to give people direction if I can, but I don't talk about who I'm leased to. It's just not worth it mentioning it on YouTube, because honestly, there's nothing that special about the carrier I'm leased to. It's just an 80-20 split carrier, so, there's really no reason for me to put it out there. They only hire people from like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa anyway, so they don't like people and they only lease on people, so they really don't like guys that are like way far away, So, it really doesn't pay to put it out there, honestly, because of all the people that watch, not many people live in that area, because it's not a huge hiring area, and like I said, they're not really doing anything that special. You find there's a lot of 80-20 split carriers out there. And it's just, to me, it's just not worth the, the headache of people starting crap on YouTube. You know how they do. I'm sure y'all watch other truckers that, they put stuff out there and then people go ballistic, So it's just not worth it to me to put it out there. I think any carrier that you lease onto should be able to do some things for you, like have some direct customers, things like that. But like I said, there's nothing extraordinary going on here. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hope everybody's having a good night. I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to pop on for a little while. Need to run in and shave and get a shower. But what's everybody doing out there? Spot market treating you good, I hope. It's doing really good. Don says, what do you mean? Yeah. As far as the carrier thing goes, yeah, I just don't get into it. There's too many people that, they like to start trouble. There's people out there that if you found a dime on the street, if you found a dime laying on the sidewalk, they would hate you for finding that dime. So it's like, I just don't even put it out there. People gonna hate on everything. So I got no time for all that hate and all that negativity. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man. I got a life going on. I like my YouTube family, my YouTube community. But at the end of the day, I got to protect my real family first, by all means. So, I'm just not willing to put that information out there. So, that's what that is. Because, you've seen it on YouTube. People find out where people live. They find out people's phone numbers. And it just starts a whole mess for them. So, yeah. Calvin Leaks in the house. What's up, Calvin? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in, checking it out. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to hop on, chat a little bit. I got to get in here and shave this scruff off. Man, my seatbelt caught that today and ripped one of those hairs out, and about peed myself. So I got to get that shaved off. I hate the scruff. K Save in the house. What's up, K Save? Yeah. I met K Save a while back. Cool guy. I like to get to meet the subscribers here and there when I can. Everybody go check out Calvin. He's putting up some real numbers over there at Landstar with a reefer trailer. Does Landstar, do you have to have your own reefer over there, or do they have reefers like you can rent, or do they take a percentage if you use their reefer? I was just wondering that, because I know there's a lot of people ask me about Landstar, and I'm like, I don't know about Landstar. I'll be honest with you, I've done a lot of research on Landstar in the past, as far as, I went through the application process one time, and it just didn't line up where I could go there, but, at the time I just got back into trucking, and I didn't have, I took like almost 3 years off of trucking, and I didn't have the experience coming back. But everything I saw there is really good, though. I was just wondering. Don says, just leave it. There's someone who needs it will pick it up. Yeah, leave that dime. Someone else will pick it up. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always somebody out there that's, like, anytime you have any kind of success, and that's the whole point of the channel here, is not to brag, you know what I mean? Like, because honestly, I don't even light the world on fire like some of the guys I see on here, there's guys I see on here that are doing, they're doing some numbers that you would not believe, man. Like, and I don't hate on them for it. More power to them. If you're in a good lane and you're making money, that's what it's all about. I don't hate on you for it. I don't, I don't argue with everything they say. Boy, some people, I think I mentioned it the other day, I put those mesh mud flaps on, and some guy was like, oh my God, you're such a cheap bastard. Why would you do that to your truck? And you're only going to save $250 a year. And I'm like, $250 a year is $250 a year to me. So yeah, a lot of hate. And the thing of it is, I had a really successful business outside of trucking. It was a property maintenance business, and it made a lot of money during, we managed properties for the banks when they foreclosed. So, like if a property's set, we were in charge of keeping it up to code and stuff like that. And, when the bank had a ton of foreclosures, it made a lot of money. And I used to tell people, like, I'm working like 100 hours a week doing this. Yeah, I'm making a lot of money. But at the same time, you know, don't be jealous of what I have unless you're willing to do what I have done to get it. And that's kind of how I look at trucking. Like you see a lot of guys on YouTube, they're making a lot of money, but they're putting in a lot of work. So I don't hate on them because, they're doing what they got to do. K-Save drops a super chat. I appreciate that, K-Save. You didn't have to do all that. It says, bro, had to get my hood fixed and new headlights. Got back on the road Friday and the truck shut off twice. Throwing injector codes for all 6. Oh, man. Like, brother, what's going on with that truck? All 6 injectors, man. If it's throwing a code for all 6 at one time, though, it may not be injectors. It could be something like, fuel pressure or something like that if it's throwing a code for all 6 at one time. Because injectors typically don't go out all 6 at one time. They go out one at a time. And so, yeah, it may be something different. Calvin, let me get back here. Calvin said, you basically got to have your own, but there's an agency that has them. Not many, but he's building. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that's a good way for, a leasing company to make some good money, leasing trailers out to the Landstar reefer drivers or the people that want to be reefer. And there again, I see those numbers that you're putting up, and I'm surprised more people don't have reefers over there. But at the same time, like, you got a lot of experience in general, and you got a lot of reefer experience, so you know where to stay and where not to go. Don't get baited in on a good load to nowhere, as I like to say. Let's see. K-Save says, come to find out, when they were fiberglassing the hood, they left the engine out in the rain. Oh, that's great. Needless to say, it hadn't had any problems since. Hopefully it doesn't die. Yeah, maybe, maybe when it dries out, maybe it'll be good. I hope so. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. I really do. Man, I hate to hear that about the truck, though, because you need to be out there right now. Right now is, man, there are some good rates out there right now. I'm doing a load from Minnesota. I'm actually doing a dry load from Minnesota to New York. It's a do not freeze. So they put them in a reefer trailer year round and put them on do not freeze. I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about turning it on because I don't think that's going to freeze. Yeah, Calvin, probably the harness. Yeah, if it's got wet and it's throwing a code for all 6, yeah. Hopefully it's just got wet and, hopefully it didn't blow some fuses or something like that. And, yeah, maybe you'll be all good. Calvin says, it's a little different here because of the selection, but that one agent has some good stuff from what I'm told. I'm trying to hook up with them. Okay, you over at Landstar, getting those connections. I don't know. I see a lot of guys doing really good over there because, I don't know. I feel like, Landstar is like, it's like any owner operator, honestly. It's kind of what you make of it, Like, I was coming across the toll road in Indiana this morning, or not this morning, but this afternoon, and, I drive slow. People make fun of me for driving slow. I don't care. It is what it is. And I was doing about 63 across there. And I caught up to the back of a Landstar truck, and he was doing like 60. And I was like, I should outdo him and go like 59. But I just got behind him, about a truck length behind him, and we both rode at about 60 across there. So It's all what you make of it. If you're willing to put in that time, like, there's a lot of guys that won't go 60 miles an hour. And, I don't know about him, but I got a 40, the load I'm pulling right now is almost 43,000 pounds. And I was well over 8 doing, with 40 something thousand pounds on, because, going slow pays off. And I always tell people, you can tell how much self-control you have by how fast you drive to the house. Because there's times when, like, if I've got the hours, I'll creep to the house. I'll just 62, 63 to the house. If I know I'm going to get a reset in when I get there, I'll just slow roll it in. But there's times when I don't have the patience for it, and I'll do 70 all the way to the house. So K-Safe says, Landstar seems too strict. Carrier I'm with doesn't have a legit safety department. Whatever works, though. Yeah, to me, the thing with Landstar is, if you're going to be picky and you're going to be strict and picky on safety. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way I don't sit, I don't have any beef with that, like, because I got family and kids that ride up and down the roads every day, and I see a lot of trucks going down the road that I wish their safety department was better. Our safety department here is not really a safety department either. Like, if you get a bunch of log violations, they'll let you know about it, but it's only because the Keep Trucking app, keeps track of it and sends it to them, or they notice it because there's a bunch of red flags on your logs. But it's really up to the driver here to maintain your truck and maintain your truck and your logbook. And they got no problem letting people go here. If you get because they try to keep the insurance cheap here, and if you get a bunch of speeding tickets and you get a bunch of violations, you probably won't be here long, because the owner of the company, just doesn't put up with it. And he's really good. Like, if you need help, like with a repair, or, if you got some bald ass tires or whatever, he's really good. You call him, he'll front you the money for it. It ain't that. It's just, because I get my tires through them anyway. Because huge discount, you get it through them. They're buying a crap load of tires over there, so they got some real discounts. See, K-Safe says, we use Keep Trucking. Yeah, that's what we use. I like Keep Trucking as far as I like that I can go back and edit a lot of stuff, things like that, like, and not illegally, but like, I am the worst to like, at the end of the day, like when I got here, I parked, I went in and ate, came back to the truck, and then I got thinking about it. I was like, I guarantee you I'm on duty right now, which I know, every log lets you edit that, if you were off duty and you left it on duty. But I like Keep Trucking because, number one, it's an app on the phone. So, when I go in and, I go in anywhere, I can edit my log, like if I'm sitting in line waiting at, Arby's or wherever, I can go in and go off duty. I don't have to remember it when I get back to the truck. I can do it right then while I'm thinking of it. There's a few little benefits to it, nothing major, but I do like Keep Trucking. It does have some glitches. I will say that. It has some glitches, but don't they all? Qualcomm and PeopleNet, I've never used PeopleNet, but I know Qualcomm has some issues. Keep Trucking has some issues. I don't know. I had about a week time frame there where Keep Trucking just kept messing up. I had to delete the whole app and re-upload it or download it or whatever. I'm not technical. Upload, download, reload. Had to do all of that with it. And but yeah, if everybody could hit that like button when you come in for me. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. I like running up my numbers. But yeah, we've been doing, they let us do the exemption here, so I've been running almost everything PC. The load I have now, I'm not running PC because it's borderline. So I'm not sure if I should run it. So I was like, does it even matter? Because I was, I was doing. Thanks for the super chat, K Save. I appreciate that. Hit me with another $4.99. That one says more money to the crypto fund. Yeah, get that money. Yeah, I'm gonna Bitcoin that up real quick. I'm gonna log in. I've been meaning to log in and buy some Bitcoin. Like I don't know if it's like one of those things. Like when I invest, I really don't look into. I don't try to pick stocks. I pick stuff that just covers a broad section of the market because I don't really have great luck at picking the winners when it comes to stocks. You got to have time to do research and all that. To go on a little tangent here, so I just do a broad, market investment, and but I've been thinking about doing some cryptocurrency because that's one of those things. Like 100 years from now, $100 investment in Bitcoin could be worth a lot of money. I mean, and hey, I understand investing; it could be worth $0 as well. But I thought about throwing $100 in Bitcoin because I haven't checked the price of Bitcoin in a while. But I know usually when they're not talking about it on the news, it's a good time to invest in it. Because you never want to wait till they're talking about it. Because when they're talking about it, it's like through the roof. You know how that goes. Calvin Leak says PeopleNet is trash. Yeah, I've heard a bunch of people say that about PeopleNet. Qualcomm really made me mad when it shut down I think that was like last November or something like that when it shut down. Oh man, it made me so mad because the company was like, oh well, don't drive on paper logs until you call the safety department. And I'm like, I called the safety department. I called the guy's personal cell phone number. I emailed. I got no response. So I lost a day on that Qualcomm. I was pretty pissed about that. But it is what it is. But yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying the spot market. It is on fire right now, in my opinion. I mean, you can throw a rock and hit a $2, $2.50 a mile load right now. I mean, you can close your eyes and just point, and there's a load that's worth $2.50 a mile, $2 a mile. Last week I did $2.61 a mile last week with a 4% deadhead. I mean, it was literally like everywhere I was getting unloaded, there was a good paying load like right next to me. So I'm hoping I get that again this week. I'm already booked till Wednesday right now. I got this load going to New York. I'm dropping it. I already found a load that's going back to Illinois that's paying, I want to say it's like that would be, it's not quite $2.50 a mile. It's like $2.30 a mile probably, but it's literally like 20 minutes away from where I'm delivering Monday morning. So I deliver this Monday morning, and then I drive 20 miles. I pick up that load, and this load here is over $3 a mile. So it'll probably be like a high $2 average, for it's a good amount of money. I'll be honest with you. It's let's see, this load was about 1,100 miles. That load's 600 miles. So 1,700, let's say 100-mile deadhead in there. Yeah. It's probably like 270 something a mile, something like that. So can't go wrong running like that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not the greatest rates I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the worst. Adco in the house. What's up, Adco? Appreciate you coming in. This is I have Geotab. All right, yeah, I've never used Geotab. Never dealt with that. How is that? Is that worth having, or like I said, I enjoy the Keep Trucking app. It's not a bad app. For the most part, it's probably my favorite log I've ever used. And so yeah. What's up, Agco? What are you doing today? Enjoying it out there, getting it, I'm sure. So I wanted to go over real quick while I got a few people in here. I've had a lot of people ask me, where I'm leased on to. So I'll just talk about it real quick. I don't talk about that on YouTube. It's just not worth the hassle, of people starting crap. So, I mean, and honestly, the carrier I'm leased to is nothing special. It's an 80-20 split. So, um, excuse me. So, there's no reason to talk about it. There's nothing to be gained. And I know people want direction. Um, but honestly, in my opinion, if you're going to lease on to a smaller carrier, try to find one that's in your area, Um, one thing I benefit from, honestly, the main benefit I get from this carrier is I park on their property when I go home. I don't have to find a place or pay a place to park the truck. I just park it. That's just how it is. That's probably the biggest benefit. They do have some direct customers here. They got a lot of connections. And I will tell you, if you're going to pay somebody a percentage of your money, make sure they got some connections, let them earn that percentage. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just give them 20% or 30% or whatever the percent. What percentage is, does matter. I do believe that. And, they should be able to do some things for you if you're going to lease on, they should have some good discounts for you. They should have some connections for you. And, it should be mutually beneficial. They benefit from getting a percentage of you and you turn into miles, and you benefit from them because of their connections, whether it be discounts or customers. That's just how I see it. Everybody see it different. Let's see what's going on. Atco says, I'm getting used to it. Talking about geotabs, he's getting used to it. I wanted Keep Trucking. Yeah, I like Keep Trucking. I've never used Geotab. Let's see. Echo says heading home. All right, good deal. Spent a couple days at the house this week. Echo says I like having my own authority today, at least. Yeah, hey, like I tell people, if you're going to build a big, if you've got ambition to build a fleet of trucks, and you should start it under your own authority, because people get into trouble with that of building, especially not a mega carrier. Don't try to build a fleet under a mega carrier. There's too many hands in the pie. You know what I mean? Like, what was that one guy? There was one guy on YouTube. He was trying to build a fleet, and he just gave it all up and sold it all off, said there wasn't no money in it. And I'm like, well, he was trying to say there's no money in trucking, and I'm like, well, there's plenty of money in trucking. It's just there was too many hands in your pie before it got to you. That's how that works. But yeah, I've noticed with the spot market going up, I've noticed truck prices going up a little bit. Has anybody else noticed that? Trans Am's about to hit somebody over here. Trans Am, we'll see what this guy's doing. You might want to get out and look. When people start honking the horn at you, it's time to get out and look, see what you're doing. Yeah, it's time to get out. It's time to get out and look. If you're, people are honking the horn at you, don't just keep going. He just kept going. That guy just kept honking the horn, like. Yeah, I don't know what he's got going on. But yeah, it's a good time right now. Like Adco's saying, he's happy that he's got his own authority right now. Yeah, with rates good like they are right now, and a lot of the freight I'm pulling is coming from the spot market. So, I'm in a position to where I'm like, well, I'm paying them 20% to use their trailer, and that's a big percentage just to run their numbers and use their trailer. Like I could get the fuel discount they get. It's not anything spectacular. It's through a mega fleet, and it's on a WEX card through a mega fleet. Basically one of those things you sign up for their load board, and they offer you, we could get that, or I could get that without having to be leased on with somebody. Um, so yeah, I mean, just depends. But then again, like the load I'm pulling right now is I don't think these loads would have hit the load board, because they got like 10 of these loads at one time going all different places, and they called me and they were trying to get them booked up. So you know, they called me and they said, "Hey, we got 2 left, your pick." And I said, "Well, I really don't want either one of them because I didn't like where either one of them was going." And then they said, "Hey, we'll pay the tolls out of our part of it, our 20%, we'll cover the tolls." So, and then they bumped the price up a little bit on it too. They said, "Well, maybe we can call and get the price bumped up." So they did that. So, um, you know, there are some benefits to being leased on, but like I said, I think if you're going to build a fleet, this is just my opinion, but if you're going to build a fleet, if you want to have 20, 30 trucks, 5, 10 years down the road, I would I would get my own authority. That's what I would do. But if you're one man, one truck, I think leasing onto a good company, I think there's a lot of benefit to that. Um, you got kind of a little bit of a network to help you out. As far as you know, like back office stuff. You got people you can ask questions. They do have a couple. They do got a couple old trucks there on the yard, that they use to run around and do local stuff. And you know, like one time I was getting when I first got this truck that I got now. While I was having the stickers put on it and the inspection and everything done, I took one of those trucks and went and picked up a load. Brought it back to the yard. My truck was ready to go at that point with the inspection and the stickers and everything put on it. And, so there are some benefits to being leased on somewhere. I'm not sure if he hit that guy or what. That guy came over with his phone out. I don't know if he had pictures of it or what was going on. Trans Am, I think they pay $1 a mile now on that lease purchase over there. So, run out and get on that lease purchase, everybody. $1 a mile right there at Trans Am. Probably about what y'all think that T6 800 cost a week? What I say T6 800? Jesus Christ, that T680. Over there at Trans Am, what's that truck cost? Probably about 190, 230,000. Pay $200,000 for a fleet truck. All right, he got it in there, I do believe. I believe he got her in there. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. We're just what's up, Philip Trucker? Appreciate you coming in. I ain't seen you in a while. Says hello, everyone in the hospital. What? Till tomorrow morning, probably. Jesus Christ, man, what happened? Everybody say a prayer for Philip Trucker, man. Dang, in the hospital, bro. Hope everything's all right, man. Hopefully you're in there for like something simple that's not life threatening. I hope. Jeez Louise, man, I hate to hear people in the hospital. That is a helpless feeling there. But yeah, let us know what's going on, man. Prayers go out for Philip Trucker. He's a long time subscriber, watcher over here. I appreciate him. Yeah, no doubt. Everybody say a little prayer for Philip Trucker. But yeah, I was looking into some lease purchases the other day. I'm thinking about doing a series called The Worst Lease Purchase Ever, because I did that with Hirschbach. It was like the worst lease purchase in my opinion. And, you know, honestly, that video's got probably 2,000 views, and their lawyers haven't called me yet. So, um, I don't know if, like, me saying in my opinion is what kept them from coming after me, but I've heard Hirschbach does not play around when you talk crap about them online. So that's kind of what I was doing. I was baiting them in, seeing if they would. Philip Trigger says, used to have ulcers, they might be back. Oh my God, man. That sucks. That sucks. I'll tell you how boring I am. I watched a documentary about ulcers for no reason the other day. Yeah, like 45 minutes. I know way too much about them, to be honest with you. So yeah, sorry to hear about that, man. Hopefully they got you numbed up where you ain't feeling the pain. You know, that's the best thing about the only good thing about being in the hospital, I guess. You know, I would just go in there, lay down on the bed, and tell them, hey, put me on cloud 9. You know, let's you know, put me on the good stuff. DIY semi in the house. What's up, DIY? Just chilling. DIY says, where the party at? Party over here, man. We're 9 deep in this joker. It's been quite the crowd. Everybody go check out DIY semi. That's a great channel. Let's see. Calvin Leaks in the house, or he was. I think he's still in here. That's another channel everybody needs to check out. Calvin Leaks. He had a good video. Calvin had a video I watched earlier today about they busted a container of I believe it was organic peroxide or something like that in his trailer, and it stunk it up. He had a good tip, you know, pour some coffee grounds on it, and that'll help get rid of the smell. I carry a container of like citrus, you know, like a degreaser. It's citrus, it's biodegradable, and if my trailer stinks, I go in there and I just kind of squirt, you know, I squirt some of that all over the place, and then I'll take like a jug of water, you know, and run it out one of the drain holes, and then I'll take the leaf blower and, you know, push all the water out. But yeah, I gotta get some vanilla extract. I bet that works really good, man, because that stuff is like, that stuff will like burn your nose hairs. It's so strong. But yeah, that's what we're doing. DIY semi, we're chatting. Everybody say prayers for Philip Trucker. He's in the hospital, which, you know, everybody knows that sucks. I am trying to do better with my health, because I know straight up, you know, they say health is wealth, and boy, you couldn't be more right, you know. I got diabetes, and you know, luckily it's type 2, so it can be reversed if I would just do the right things. And you know, trying. Had a salad for dinner over here at Arby's. So, and let me tell you, when I go to Arby's, it is like crazy to go get a salad from Arby's. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that French dip. I want that French dip. But or, you know, I want something. I want a big sandwich, you know. But you go in there and get a salad, because you know you gotta check your sugar when you're a diabetic. And when I check it later, I don't want it to be through the roof. So I got the salad. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on tonight. Just checking in. A little Saturday Night Live party over here. K Saves in the house. Who else came in? Don's in the house. Yeah, pretty good crowd coming through so far. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing this series called Worst Lease Purchase Ever. And, you know, whenever I find one that's real bad, or Mark over at Trucking Answers, when he finds one that's real bad, we always email it to each other. And, I mean, you wouldn't believe some of these lease purchases out here. Like, not even the surface ones, like, you know, the expensive ones, like, you know, Prime, and you know, the really expensive ones. Like, he sent me one the other day that was crazy. It was like Um, I mean, I can't even remember. It was like 700 a week for the truck, 14 cents a mile for maintenance, and then it was like another 10 cents a mile if you go over 2,500 miles. Every mile over 2,500 is an additional 10 cents payment. Like they called it like high mileage or something. And so, you know, you got to think if you run 3,000 miles a week, that truck is $1,000, 700 base, and then, well, I guess not, because the 10 cents would only be on the miles over. So it'd be like 750 a week if you ran 3,000 miles, plus 14 cents for maintenance. So your truck payment's 750. Your insurance is probably 100 or so a week, maybe a little less, because you know they're probably paying a lot of that. But I did the quick numbers on it the other day, and it come out like ridiculous. It was like 400 something dollars for the maintenance fund, and yeah, it was like if you ran 3,000 miles, and this place only paid like $1 plus fuel surcharge. So yeah, you know, I'm thinking like fuel surcharge is not very good right now either. So yeah, you take fuel surcharge at let's say 20 cents probably max, you know. So you're probably making like 3,600 bucks if you run 3,000 miles. Oof. 3,600 bucks, and then they're going to take 450 of that for the maintenance fund. Round numbers, you're down to like 3,200. Then you got to pay that 750 truck payment. Now you're down to 24. If you ran 3,000 miles, even on a really good fuel efficient truck, you're probably 900 to 1,000 in fuel. You're making like 1,400 bucks to run 3,000. I'm like, you know, it's lease purchasing 101. Let's see. Yeah, Adco says good to see K-Save. Yeah, K-Save, man. I'm glad he sent me a picture the other day of his hood mount was broke. I think that was his hood mount. From what I could tell, it was a hood mount. And he got the truck fixed, got the hood fixed, and they left the truck out in the rain with the hood open, and now he's got check engine light on saying needs injectors. Like, I hate that. K-Save has been around my channel for a long time. I really like K-Save. He's one of the subscribers I got to meet when I was down in Florida the other day. You know, cool guy. And yeah, hoping everything's good with K-Save, because you know, I really do. He's a good guy. And, you know, just a guy here trying to make a living. DIY semi-prime, Hirschbach, yeah. I've already did a video about the Hirschbach lease. And, yeah, I may point out a few more. I've seen some, like I said, I seen a flatbed one the other day that was ridiculous. You know, it was like, they were lease purchasing like big hooded trucks, you know, like Peterbilt 570 or 379s, but God almighty, the price on them, man. And they was paying like 90 cents a mile plus fuel surcharge to run flatbed. Yeah, I was like, God almighty, they're probably making more money with that than you could ever imagine. Let's see here. Paul Harris says, I'm diabetic too, trying keto, second full day and eliminating my evening pills. Just one pill in the AM. Yeah, just keep track of, you know, the main thing is check it and check it and check it. And, like, you know, I check it to see what works. You know, that's the key thing, because some things you might think work, and for me, they don't. You know, everybody's so different. Let's see. DIY Semi-Prime Inc. stands for, please remember I mortgaged everything. I need cash. Oh, that is too good. I've never heard that before. Agco says, catch you later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here as well, guys. I need to get in here and get a shower and get this scruff off my face. Don says, keep it company can get their benefits. Yeah. To me, that lease purchase was created just for that. It was created so they could put burden on you. and that ain't cool. That ain't cool. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta run in here and get cleaned up and get ready for tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming by. Take care of each other out there. Hit that like button on the way out for me. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing, all that fun stuff. Take care of each other out there. Later, guys.